I get so excited when Walking Mountains comes into the studio. You never know what you're going to learn, and we are talking science in the schools with their after-school STEM programs. Joining us, we have Amanda Hewitt, and we also have Michelle Robbins. Ladies, thanks for coming in. And you have a couple different projects that you're actually working on with either the elementary school or the middle school students.
Yeah, so in our after-school STEM program, we brought in some of the examples of what the kiddos are doing right now to create excitement around STEM and science.
Well, I think that's such a fun way to learn. You learn more when it's hands-on and when you can actually see the difference and see your results, right, Michelle?
Yeah, hands-on is the best way to learn. That's how I learn.
Okay, yes. Well, I'm glad to see you two ladies in the science program, because a lot of times we see math and science, engineering, technology, those things tend to fall off the grid a little bit for girls, especially once they hit that junior high level.
It does, and so that's why we created the STEM program, because currently we have a great girls in science program in our elementary schools. And so it's a great way to get girls excited about science. And now we have the STEM program in middle school to keep those girls excited about science and working hands-on with science.
Well, you're going to get excited about this. We are learning how to make, what are these, little go-karts?
They are actually creating solar cars.
Solar cars.
So this is the middle phase of their building process. And as you can see, that they just got a lot of raw materials, just wheels and a bunch of gears and balsa wood, and from that they got to design a car.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And fully designed it, and they did. Look at this. They added some little wings to this side. Make it maybe a little more aerodynamic.
Yes, and that was the idea, that these boys, I will give them a shout out, Harry and Brody.
Okay.
That they wanted to make theirs as aerodynamic as possible, so they made it lower to the ground and they gave it the more spaceship look. And they actually yesterday just got done creating their transmission system. And so they had to figure out their gear ratio, and then from that they figured, oh, we need more traction on our tires.
Okay, so they put some rubberized devices on there,
and
rubber
they
bands.
actually figured out how fast that their car is going to be moving. So they're going to have an RPM of over 5,000.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yes, and so they're pretty excited and happy with their design, and now they're just tweaking it to make sure that it works.
The motor on the end looks like we've got a little charge here.
It sounds like a pretty large bad lawnmower.
Oh, look at that.
It goes pretty fast. So they're incorporating simple machines, circuitry, and building design. It's a fun project.
So fun. So that's going on with the 8th graders, and then you have something that the 6th graders are doing.
7th grade.
7th graders. Yes. Tell us what you're doing.
So this is a gel electrophoresis chamber and machine, and this is
what was that again?
It's a gel electrophoresis.
Gel electrophoresis.
Yes, and this is what scientists use to separate molecules such as RNA, DNA, and protein so that they can examine them more closely. And forensic scientists, the ones that you see on CSI, this is what they do to look at DNA found at crime scenes and compare it to suspects and figure out who was actually at that crime scene.
Well, you know what? There's so much that can be told from DNA, and all those crime shows are so popular, and it's a very popular field. A lot of people want to go into it, too.
Yeah, it is a very popular field right now, and there's a lot of opportunities in it. And this is also used in several other fields, such as microbiology and biochemistry and stuff like that.
Okay, and you have a little gel block here. It's a little frozen, but they were taking the DNA, not from a crime scene, but a strawberry, kiwi, banana.
Yes.
And they put it on you here, so through that they'll be able to tell different characteristics about the DNA.
Yes.
All right, so fun, and this is an after-school program, like you mentioned, so if kids want to take part in it, you go right to the schools.
Yeah, we go right to each of the elementary schools for girls in science, and for STEM, we're at all the middle schools. And so if students are interested, we have it in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and they can just contact us at Walking Mountains and let us know, and we'll find a program for them.
Okay, all right, ladies, thanks so much for coming in. Science, fun, all about learning, and you can learn more about the programs at Walking Mountains by going to walkingmountains.org. And don't forget, Adventure Ridge just opened up, so they're going to have 2 free snowshoe tours a day up at Adventure Ridge, and then 1 tour at their campus in Avon. Rick is next with weather.